Sonny Boy is one of the greatest anime of all time, and it's for many reasons, but today we will be talking about its So this video is intended for people who have actually seen the anime, as I'm going to be talking about a back half episode of the show. But you can watch it. I'm not really going to spoil anything major about the show. But if you really just think about it, you should just watch the show. And if you watch the show and then come back to this video in, I don't know, 6 hours, then you'll be fine. And surely this video will have a ton more comments for you to comment on, reply to, like and share. I'm watching this episode on the Hulu/Disney Plus version. I know it's on like Crunchyroll. You can probably find it on Prime Video. I think there's a DVD set. Yeah, just go buy the DVD set and find episode 8.
Pause! What is that?
I'm gonna be using the sub and dub versions. There's a couple differences. I'll talk about them. Episode 8 tells the story of Yamabiko. It is fully almost a different day. So I realize now, I did kind of say you could watch this without watching the episode, but I didn't really explain anything throughout the video, so I stand here now with my tail between my legs. I admit defeat. I didn't do a synopsis, and we're going to do it now. So skip to here if you, I guess, just watched the show the other day. Otherwise, it won't be that long, so you can stick around if you want to. Yamabiko was once a castaway like the rest of Sonny Boy's characters, though he found his home with the all-powerful Kodama. Her power in this world was the ability to control anything. Yamabiko had been alone traveling for most of his time in these worlds, so upon meeting Kodama and the other students with her, he was skeptical. Sooner than later, though, Yamabiko realized Kodama was special. She wasn't trying to play him or seduce him. She sincerely wanted to enjoy his presence as another person living in the same world. After some time, disease plagued the small town. Lesions beget tumors, which grew and grew, until ultimately encasing the afflicted. Kodama's power was uniquely unhelpful towards thwarting this epidemic. Kodama is trying her hardest to find a cure, but can only latch on to Yamabiko for help, who is, for an unknown reason, immune. It is unclear how, but Yamabiko turns from human into a large dog while showing care towards Kodama. I personally think Kodama turned him into a dog. That's kind of what it insinuates, but I guess you could also see it as Yamabiko turning himself into a dog. I don't know. As time passes, the people of the town find a man in a cave. His name is War, and he brings death. War is believed to be the source of the plague until he reveals his hand in private to Yamabiko.
So, you want to see it? Come over here. Hey, aren't you curious why you're the only one who's not sick and covered in carbuncles? There's a good reason for it. Want me to tell? It's because this world is entirely your creation. You may not want to hear this, but these sores are caused by things happening outside of this world. The only way to cure them is to resolve those issues.
Well, how do I do that?
All you have to do is change yourself. Just crack open that little shell you've created and fly out. At this point, however, I'm afraid it's too late.
Yamabiko's power is creation. It's unhelpful creation and possibly unstoppable without a calm mind, but it is creation. Kodama gives in to her illness, and Yamabiko waits, and waits, and waits. He sits for thousands of years until the new castaways show up on Hateno Island. Yamabiko is a lone wolf. He travels around by himself. He doesn't really like people, as we can tell with his first interaction with Kodama. So he's been around a lot. Not like that. During the span of his travels, Yamabiko stumbled upon Kodama and her people one day, and he could not fathom her kindness. It disgusted him. It disturbed him. Unwarranted kindness with no expectation of a debt or some kind of reward for their actions. To be honest, Yamabiko was pretty rude. During his introduction to Kodama, he thinks the people are they're making fun of him, or they think he's stupid, or they're treating him like an idiot. And despite all that, Kodama pursues him over and over again.
Hey! Not so good cold, is it? Here, while it's still hot.
I guess I failed again. It figures.
Is that so?
Yeah. Seems like all I ever do is regret what I've done. Wasted most of my life wrapped up in feeling that way. Then, of course, I regret wasting my time.
Well, at least you've mastered the art of regretting by now.
Oh, come on. You've got to have a few regrets. I mean, like, what about drifting away from our old world?
I don't mind.
But why not?
Easy. I'm not here because of some choice that I made. I went to school just like always. Honestly, I was just having a normal day. Next thing I knew, I wasn't. There's just nothing there for me to regret having done. You know? Like it or not, all we can do in life is move forward.
Love, guys. We're seeing love. Love in the flesh. True love. I mean, Yamabiko literally says he would do anything. Naturally, he turns into a dog. And you know, love is strong, but the mind has a funny way of destroying the shit you love. Revealed to us by war is the idea that Yamabiko created the disease. He created this world where he finally felt loved. And in a world supposedly without death, Yamabiko created it. He brought it. But he also could have stopped it at any point. And it's arguable that this is Yamabiko's fault. If he had just broken through his shell and, faced the music, this whole, village of people would still be alive. Kodama would still be alive. Sonny Boy deals with some pretty heavy stuff, but this episode just does it so well. A seemingly unending force, and all it requires is one person to see the truth about themselves. Guys, let's not forget, these are middle schoolers. I also want to note a few very specific differences between the dub and the sub.
Kind enough to share her smile with me.
だが、そんな私に笑いかけてくれた人がいた。
With it, she could control almost anything.
それは万物を司る力。
She brought warmth and hope to everyone around her.
彼女は皆の希望であり。
The word choice could just be mistranslation, but humor me for a second. Sharing is very different than giving. Sharing has the connotation that both parties can still use the thing, and giving kind of insinuates that Kodama is giving up her smile. She's giving it to other people. She doesn't have it anymore. Or, well, she doesn't have it while other people have it, at least. Control almost anything foreshadows the unstoppable epidemic, while direct all things kind of makes it seem like Kodama was purposefully not curing the tumors, which is almost what her people began to say as the disease got worse and worse. But direct all things can also kind of link to the fact that Yamabiko was the only one with the power to fix the epidemic, as it purely stemmed from his mind. As in, Kodama can direct all things that are real. Yamabiko created this thing that was impossible to happen without him being there. She brought warmth, and hope is simply just less grandiose, as she was hope, as if Kodama is the very embodiment of hope, the epitome of hope. Or, you know, a god of hope, or a god that brings hope. Her powers were very godlike, and if you couple that with War being here with the intention of killing God, a couple things start to add up. Maybe Kodama is a representation of God. Maybe the principal is cosplaying as a middle school girl. But I mean, I'd also like to note that War is never really sad that Kodama is dying. Like, she is actively dying. He never really has any opinion about that. Guys, this show is just so good. You really gotta watch it. The only problem is, like, I think if you're not in a horrible mental state, you're not going to understand half of it. I also did have to watch it twice to actually understand what was happening, and that was a while ago. That might have been late 2021, 2022. And for context for this video, I watched the show twice in the span of like 2 weeks, and now I'm like really understanding everything, and I'm really like appreciating so much of this show. It's just so, it's honestly a perfect show, I think. If you want to support the channel, hit that little subscribe button, leave a comment, leave a little like, hit the like button. Ding. It's about all you can do because I don't get no views. But was that a bar? Did I just hit a bar in this hoe? Next video might not be like this Avro style. I don't know. Next video will probably be another Wii Sports type thing. I might do Wii Sports Play or whatever, Wii Play. Maybe Wii Sports Resort. I saw that the Switch is getting a Wii Sports Resort. Maybe I'll buy that for a video. Comes out in like October though, so not getting it now. Thank you guys. Stay safe. I'm gonna turn off the camera now. I'm gonna turn it off. Actually, I could have turned it off from over there, but I didn't do that, so.